Hello friends and welcome to today's video. In this video, we will be talking about FIDE ratings. Let's dive right in. Now, if you are a beginner, you should be familiar with the word FIDE. FIDE is the international governing body of chess. So, when you get a FIDE rating, that basically means you are an internationally FIDE rated player. Cool, right? Now, how to get a FIDE rating? Well, there are 4 steps to this. The first step is to register with your national and state chess association. So first, my national chess association is AICF, which is All India Chess Federation. So I will go to my website aicf.in and I'll register all the details, my name, my mobile number, etc., and then I will submit the registration form. Once I have successfully registered with AICF, I will then go to MCA and get registered there. MCA stands for Maharashtra Chess Association, which is my state chess association. For you it can be anything, so I am just giving my example. So now I will go to MCA, and as you can see here, there is a lot of details to be filled, and there is also a fee of 150. So I will fill that fee and I will get registered with MCA. Now what next? Now that you are registered with MCA and AICF, which is your state and national chess federation, now you need to go and find FIDE rated tournaments. So FIDE rated tournaments are basically tournaments that are affiliated with FIDE. That means you can either increase, decrease or get a FIDE rating in those tournaments. So I will go to my national chess federation, which is AICF, and then I will go to all events. So as you can see, this is the all event, and here I will check out all the tournaments that are happening in India in this year. So I will scroll down all the way till May, and here I will see the tournaments which are either going on or are going to happen. Then I will select a tournament. You should not select rapid tournaments because they will not count in your standard rating. There are 3 different ratings: standard, rapid and blitz. And standard, as the name suggests, is the most internationally recognized one. You can play rapid events for fun and also get rapid rating, but in this video we will be focusing on classical or standard ratings. If I want to find a tournament, one more hack is I can simply search my state if I want to play in my state, and that way I can get a lot of events which are in Maharashtra. So okay, so let's say I want to play this below 1800 FIDE rating tournament, which is from 24th May, LBHM, a very famous tournament. So now what I will do is I will download the circular, and then I will look at the details and get prepared accordingly. Now once you have decided which tournament you are going to play in, then you have to actually participate in the tournament, which is basically you pack your bag, you go and start playing, you play, you come back home. One more hack you can use for tournaments is to go to chess results and check out pairings over there. So here we can see this tournament which I have chosen, and here I can see the list, and I can also prepare against players from chess results. We'll talk about that in another video. So once that is done, then you need to actually find out if you will get a rating or not. So we go to the calculations and criteria. Now there are few rules to get FIDE rating. The first rule is that you must play with at least 5 rated players. That doesn't have to be in one tournament, it can be over a span of 26 months. So let's say you have played with 5 rated players. Now you cannot lose against all of them and hope to get a rating. So you have to at least make a draw against them to be eligible for a rating. This does not guarantee you will get a rating. Then there are more criteria. So now you need to go to the average rule. The average rule says that you have to take the average of all the rated players that you have played against, take the average of the rating, and that average will be very important for you to calculate your rating. So I will go to FIDE.com, which is the International Chess Federation, and I'll click on ratings and calculators. So I will reach this page, ratings and calculators. Then I'll click on initial rating. So now here it's asking my average opponent rating. So now I have to enter the number I get after averaging all the rated players' ratings I have played with. So let's say it's 1600. Now I have to actually type in how many points I scored against them. So let's say I scored 2 points out of 6 games. Then I have to just click on this button to see what my initial rating will be. So my initial rating, if I had done all this, would be 1475. In my case, I had gone to Kolhapur and I had played very good games, drew and bet a lot of rated players, and I got a rating of 1183. But at that point the minimum rating was 1000, and now they have increased the baseline to 1400. So now if you are getting a rating below 1400, it won't count. Also, one more thing you need to be wary of is that when you go and play a tournament, and even if you get a rating according to the FIDE rating calculator, your performance rating has to be above 1400 in order for you to get a rating. So this applies to every tournament and is very important. Okay, now that you have got all this in mind, let's talk about increasing your rating. So what are the criteria to increase your rating? First of all, you need to find out your K factor. So let's go back to the calculator tab, and now we go to rating change. So let's say I'll take my previous example. I got a rating of 1475, and in a later tournament I played with an opponent rated 1650, and let's say I drew, and now you can see this select K. What is this K? So as you can see below, K is the development coefficient, which means the amount your rating change will be multiplied. So if your K val is more, there is a higher risk and higher reward. That means if you draw against a 1600 with a K val of 40, then your rating increases by 9.2. So if this K val was 10, then it would increase by 2.3. So this K val matters a lot, and same way if you lose, then you will lose more points if the K val is 40, and you will lose less points if the K val is 10, as you can see. So now there are some criteria here given for the K val. K is equal to 40 for a player new to the rating list until he has completed events with at least 30 games, and K is equal to 20 as long as a player's rating remains under 2400. So as soon as you become an IM, your K becomes less than 20. K is equal to 10 once a player's published rating has reached 2400 and remains at that level subsequently. So once you become an IM or above, your K value is officially 10, which means you will lose and gain lesser rating on each game. And K is equal to 40 for all players until the 18th birthday. So below 18, your K val will be 40 as long as your rating is below 2300. And K is equal to 20 for rapid and blitz rating for everyone. Now what if I go below 1400? So what if you go below the baseline? Then I'm afraid you are now again in the unrated list, and you'll have to follow these steps again to get back your rating. As we had already seen, the performance rating plays an important part in getting your rating, but it also plays an important part in getting titles. So titles are in the following order: CM Candidate Master, FM FIDE Master, IM International Master, and GM Grandmaster. So let's talk about titles. What is a CM? A CM is a player who is a candidate master, which basically means he's a very good candidate for becoming a master. So title is achieved when you have crossed 2200 on the FIDE's rating published list. So they publish the new ratings on the first of every month. So if a rating has crossed 2200, you are officially a CM. There are also other ways to get the CM title, like performing well in national and continental or international events. Like a friend of mine is 1700 rated, but he won the Asians in his age category and got the CM title, which is pretty ridiculous because he's still 500 points below the CM title according to the rating, but his performance in the Asian got him the CM title. The same applies for FM. FM is just 100 points higher than CM. So if a rating crosses 2300 at any point in your career, you will be bestowed upon the title of FM. So an FM is also awarded if you perform well in international and national events of a higher scale. So there are many players who won big national events or big international events or continental events and directly got the FM title without having to achieve 2300 plus rating. Now IM, International Master, that is 100 points more than FM, but it's not just that. There are also 3 norms you need to achieve. So to become an IM, you need a 2400 plus rating and 3 IM norms at least. So the IM norms have these criteria. You get 1 IM norm when you have a 2450 plus performance rating over minimum 9 games. So for example, in a 9-round tournament, your performance rating was 2450. Then you are eligible for an IM norm if the rest of the conditions are fulfilled. the crowd has to be of an average rating of minimum 20 to 30, and there should be at least 3 different federations, meaning 3 different countries participating in the tournament, and there should be at least 3 IMs or GMs playing in the tournament. Once these criteria are fulfilled, you will get 1 IM norm, and as soon as you accomplish 3 such norms, one has to be outside the country, and as soon as you accomplish 3 such norms, you will get the IM title. Now there are a lot of IMs in the world. I can name a few, like Jeremy Silman, the famous author, is an IM. Mark Doretsky is a famous author and he is an IM, and lot more people have become IM, which is a very strong player, by the way. But one cut above that is GM. So as you would have guessed, for GM you would need 2500 rating at least, and also 3 GM norms. The GM norms are given after these criteria are fulfilled. You need to have a 2600 plus performance rating over minimum 9 games, same as the previous IM norm, but your performance rating has to now be 2600. 1/3 of opponents must be GM, meaning if you played a 9-round tournament, your at least 3 opponents have to be already a GM, and all your opponents minimum average rating should be 2380. There should also be 3 different federations in the event, and you should get 1 norm outside the country. After these conditions are fulfilled, you get 1 norm, and when 3 such norms are fulfilled with 1 outside the country, then you get the GM title. Now what after GM? After GM there is no official title other than the world champion, but there is an unofficial title known as Super GM or Super Grandmaster, which is achieved when you have 2700 plus rating. There's no norm for this, we just call them Super Grandmasters, and they are literally the top people in the world, so they deserve the name. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to help me make more such content like this, and as promised, we'll end the video with the chess quote of the day. So today's quote of the day is, "One bad move nullifies 40 good ones" by Bernard Howitz. Thanks for watching.